In this video, we're going to talk about one of the most popular morph combinations in the world, the Frappuccinos. So these girls I have in my hands are not Frappuccinos. They're actually the ingredients to make Frappuccinos. On my right hand here, I have two dark cappuccino girls, and on my left hand I have a female Lily White. Obviously these girls are growing up, they're going to be paired up probably next year, but I wanted to show you the differences between the two genes, and then I'm going to show you the awesomeness that comes from combining these two incomplete dominant mutations. The cappuccinos, as you can see with these girls on my right hand, it's a gene that enhances melanin. Why do I say it enhances melanin? Because we see that when these animals hatch out, they're particularly dark unless bred to be another color, obviously. And she's okay. And you can see it on their tail. Their whole tail starts to get dark. When they hatch out, you'll just see a little bit of that darkness in the tip of the tail. But as they get older, that darkness starts creeping up, and you can see it more in the animal. Now, for whatever reason, the cappuccinos seem to kind of like brown out or wipe out the orange coloration. When these geckos were a lot younger, you could see a lot more orange on their markings, but as they got older, it started to fade away, and now you're left with these like super chocolate looking geckos. Super neat because you can make a lot of awesome combinations with these animals. The Lily White, of course, adds a incredible amount of cream and white to the animal. It adds a bunch of drip, and this is my favorite morph, so anything that you mix with Lily White is always amazing. I want to show you some of the Frappuccinos that we have here and get you excited about this morph, because honestly it's like the next big thing with the Crested Geckos. It has been for a year or two now, but as more people get their hands on it and start making different combinations, we're going to see them blow up even more. All right, so one of the things I love about Frappuccinos, the combination of the Lily Whites and the Cappuccinos, is what it does to the pattern. Now, you could see right off the bat the highlighted crests that you see on this gecko and pretty much every Frappuccino that I have here on the table. And it almost works similar to like a empty back, where it starts to wipe out the cream down the dorsal. I think that's because the cappuccino gene kind of like erases the orange. That's what I keep saying, because that's what I think. If this was just a regular Lily White, it'd be covered in cream, but once it starts going up towards the head, it'd be more of like a yellow or an orange, and that's what the cappuccino is kind of taking away. These three females I'm about to show you, including this one, are actually animals that are available right now and listed on the website. I don't know if I'm going to regret this, but I might want to keep one of these girls, especially once they start getting a little bit chunkier. But look at this female here. This one you could see has less pinstriping influence and more like harlequin influence, because you see the Lily White markings are starting to creep up more on her side, especially here on her left side. This one also has that highlighted crest. It just creates almost like a tricolor. As this gets older, it's probably going to fade away more and just leave that head stamp and the highlighted crest. But it's interesting to see when they hatch out, they just like stick out right away. By the end of the video, I will show you some of the babies that I've produced here, but I did want to show you these guys first. Now, that girl is amazing, but this female here might be the best one, depending on what you like. But you can see there's various degrees to the Lily White gene. Some are more yellow, some are more cream, some white, pure white like this one. Some have tangerine in them, which we'll talk about in a later video. The markings here on this one are pure white, and that's what some people like. I think it's a very, very neat look. I definitely like how that looks on these geckos. It just makes it almost even looks like an axanthic Lily White if it was fully fired up, because it gets so dark. The head stamp is what I really love about the Frappuccinos. Years ago, before Frappuccinos, Lily Whites, and Cappuccinos and all that, there'd be some few geckos that would have highlighted crest with the cream, and those were always very sought after. This girl is smaller girl, like I said, available on the website. I might want to keep her if she gets a little bit bigger and nobody snatches her up. But now I want to show you my main Frappuccino male that I'm breeding, and his name is Duncan. And Duncan is just a absolutely stunning animal. You could see those highlighted crests. You could see how that, you know, chocolate just fades into the dorsal with and mixes in with the Lilly whites. And what I've noticed from a lot of Frappuccinos, especially when they're not super high expression Lilly white in there, is that the Cappuccino kind of fights back and eats away up to about half of the dorsal, and then the Lilly white takes over. So why does that happen? I'm not sure, but it is just a stunning gecko. Look at the belly on this animal. Just absolutely beautiful. Something that it doesn't get talked about enough in crested geckos is their belly. And I love what the Lilly whites do to the bellies, especially when you mix it with cappuccinos like this guy. He is amazing, and now I want to show you the babies that he has made, because I think they're gonna be 10 times better than he is. So Duncan produced some awesome animals, but now let's go check out his babies. So these two little Frappuccino babies are actually two of Duncan's offspring. I actually like how these guys came out a lot, because one of the things that we have to improve with all the cappuccinos is the structure. And these two have much better structure than Dad already. Decent structure, not the worst I've ever seen. Still kind of like a narrow head and missing some crest scales, some spikes. This one in particular, this baby looks like it's going to have a really nice head structure with spikes all over. And that's one of those things that I want to breed for. I don't want them to look like there's like spikes missing from their head. Frappuccinos definitely right now are still very early. I think in the next 5-10 years, they're gonna go such a long way, and I can't wait to see how they look like back when, you know, when that time comes. These two are a great start to those. I will probably hold back, if not both, at least one. And I'm excited to, you know, just keep working them in my lines and eventually make some Frappuccinos of all different colors, tangerine Frappuccinos, all sorts of different Frappuccinos. And Duncan's right here. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, if you're as excited as I am to breed crested geckos, especially with all these new morph and mutations and combinations, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you want to see, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.